What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day, gamer here. Thanks for tuning into my channel for this episode of What's Happening YouTube. Haven't done one of these in a while, so let's get down to what's happening. As is customary in these What's Happening videos, we're going to start with a beverage. This comes from our buddy Josh at Drinking Games with Josh. About a month ago, he sent me a care package. Checked the video out. It was a mail call. I think it aired before this one did. But, you know, I talked about liking pumpkin brews, and he sent it to me around pumpkin brew time. This is the Basic Bunch. Oh, there's some terrible glare there, but you got a Brady Bunch themed can here with a pumpkin on it and a piece of pumpkin pie. This is a pumpkin ale from Brewery Fire. Oh, that wasn't much of a snap. Smells good. There's foam. It wasn't open already. I like me a pumpkin brew when they're good. And this one is. It's not nearly as sweet as they usually are, which isn't a bad thing. That's good. It's got good flavor. It's not, like I say, overly fake, like just jammed with nutmeg. There's flavor to that. It's got depth. I like it. Thanks, Josh. If you're watching my channel, you've seen his. But if you haven't, pop over and check out Drinking Games with Josh. It's a lot like mine. Video games and beer. So what's been happening YouTube? Now that food truck season is over for the year and I'm on winter break, I'm getting some video games played. First one, this was due to take out. Never a huge fan of this series, but the more I play it, the more I like it. And we've worked our way up 1 through 4. Leaving us at Mega Man 4. Just beat this guy last week or so. I like it. It's not my favorite of the series. 2 is. I know I might be like cliche because that's the one, but that's the best one. I have yet to play 5 and I've only put a little bit of time into 6, so I can't speak of it, but I don't hear much talk. So I assume it's not going to stand out that much, but this one was good. I found it a little more difficult than I thought it would be. Some of the weapons you get from beating some of the other bosses in previous games have been overpowering. There were 1, maybe 2 that really kicked a boss's ass, but for the most part, the one you paired that was correct just helped you out. Didn't seem overpowered and making it too easy, so it was rough. When you get to the boss battle, boss rush that you have in every one of the Mega Man games, that gave me some trouble. I powered through it. When I got to the actual Dr. Wily fight, you know, you always have 2 or 3 forms. That first form was brutal. Then the second one was even more brutal, but I cheesed my way through it using the right weapons, but to be honest, more so spamming for the energy tanks in the beginning of the final board, which I don't find cheating. No one told me to do it. I just thought, hey, there's an energy tank in the beginning of this board. I should probably farm them. And I did. Without doing that, I'd still be playing this fucker. I know a lot of you probably have played it a million times and breeze your way through it and you're like, what the fuck, back in the day, gamer? Well, only the first time I played it. And I liked it, didn't hate it, didn't love it. 2 is my favorite. 3 was pretty good. Definitely like 1, but it's hard. 2 is my favorite. Just about everyone agrees. In typical back in the day gamer fashion, I can't just stick to doing something. So I felt RPG-ish, so why not play 2 of them, right? Finally got around to getting into Octopath Traveler 2. And when I say finally, I've been chiseling at it for probably like 6 weeks now or so. Fucking awesome. Octopath Traveler 1, as I've said before, was probably the greatest game I ever played. Bearing in mind, I only play almost exclusively old shit. So there's a lot of new stuff that I'm sure you're like, oh my god, you should play this, you should play this. Tell me in the comments. But Octopath Traveler 1 was fucking amazing. And 2, so far, is more of the same. I see some improvements, and I'm loving it. We're not going to talk much about it because we've got no footage, and it's a turn-based grind your way RPG, so there's not a whole lot to talk about because it is what it is. Fun to play. That's what it is. As I said, I can't just play one RPG, right? 2 videos back in my VGM box, I got my 600th Nintendo NES game, and that was Dragon Warrior 4, subset complete. Not too long ago, I played my way through 1 for the first time in over 3 decades. No shit. So getting 4, capturing the game footage for it, enjoying it, I was like, I can't just play 4 after 1. I gotta go through them in order, because I'm that way. So we're playing Dragon Warrior 2. And I gotta say that I'm loving it. I'm not even gonna include the 15 minutes I played number 4 to get game footage. But, you know, 1 was a great game. I was super surprised that it held up as good as it did. This, tons of improvements. So I'm super loving playing this. Not a bad thing, but I found it so far, and I gotta be halfway through it, a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Maybe because I like grinding, and I'm probably usually a little more leveled up than I should be when getting into an area, but the quality of life improvements, you've got more than one character. Holy shit, is that fucking great. Still tons of monsters, big world to traverse, lots of towns. I like a lot better than in the first one, how the second one, when you go into a dungeon, you don't have to use a spell or a torch to light the area to see. You get to automatically see it, which is fucking fantastic, because that sucked. It was a cool twist, you know, as the spell fades or your torch fades, you can see smaller and smaller. So that was really cool. Great idea, but I hated it, and it sucked. And fuck you. But as in the first one, well, not nearly as in the first one, but the first one came with the map and then the player's guide that walked you through it. This simply comes with, unless I'm missing it, this is per my due diligence, all I've seen is that it comes with this so far, which is the map, which is fantastic to have, because I think without a map, I would be like, fuck this game altogether. But then it doesn't give you a walkthrough, but it gives you questions and answers here. And I'm right here in the middle, almost towards a little farther than the middle. But so far I've been going in order, so I'm assuming you're supposed to. Played out that way so far. You know I don't look things up. Back in the day, gamer does not look things up. But this came with the game, so you're allowed to use it. So I do. And for all the Dragon Warriors, I got the aftermarket case because I want the maps and manuals for these games. I don't collect the paper for nearly any games, but for the RPGs that require the map, I buy these to store them. Yeah. I'm really liking Dragon Warrior 2. Super liking it. It's just the right level of difficult. I don't know what's going to happen at the end. Could get easier, could get harder. I'm really liking it. So I'm going to jump. Of course, I'm not just going to finish it and then finish Octopath Traveler 2. Oh no. I'm going to jump right into another lengthy RPG to be playing several at once. I just love them. Just love them. It's nearly Christmas. If I put this out in time, which I will. It's about that time of year. We've been watching this shit out of Home Alone. Because out of all the Christmas movies I like to watch, that's the only one that's pulled right off the Apple TV instantly. I think it's on Disney Plus, which we always watch with Angry Baby. To bring this video to conclusion, 3 videos back, when I was at the Detroit Retro Gaming Show, I picked up How to Beat Fester's Quest on the NES, the easy way, unofficial strategy guide. And I picked up 2. One for me and one for you. In that video, I asked who might want themselves one. Everyone had the opportunity to get in on it. 5 people did. Someone put those names into this hat now. We're going to do it the old school way, not that fancy thing you push on the old computer machine. No, we're going to do it the old school way. So I wrote the names on pieces of paper. We're going to put them in this hat. As you can see, there's nothing in the hat. Josh the Aging Gamer. Love his channel. If he wins, I'm going to demand I will not send it to him unless he does a video using this book. He said, I believe he said he'd never played the game. Someone who doesn't need it, Magadan. He said he wanted it. His name's going into the hat. A channel new to me that I'm enjoying, the Rampage Hulk. I haven't seen too many of his videos because he's new to me. It's fucking hilarious. My old buddy Tootie UK. Tootie? Howdy, mate! Howdy. That's not how they talk over there. You're my buddy. I like you, but I hope you don't win. Because I dread to see the shipping cost to send it across the pond. And finally, new to me, PFC Flembo 9327. He expressed interest in wanting it as well. I don't discriminate. His name's in the hat. Oh, I wish Angry Baby were here. He was just getting in the shower. Out of the shower. I'm sure as soon as I pull one out of the hat, he'll show up to ruin it. Nah, I'm not gonna call him. I'm not gonna call him. Shake, 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 shake. Holding it up here. Reaching in. And the winner is... Drum roll, please. Son of a bitch. Magadan. My buddy Magadan. You don't need this. I'm sending it to you, buddy. You wanted it. You won fair and square. If you don't really want it, let me know. I'll draw them again. I'll text you now. I'll text you, buddy. Once again, if you didn't see the video, 3 videos back, Detroit Retro Gaming Show 2023, kick-ass show, smaller convention, but still great. The guy who made these, his name eludes me now, I was calling him Vendor, but he did several of them. And, you know, back in the day, Gamer doesn't look shit up. But I contemplated it for a long time, and I made a judgment call that I didn't feel this was looking it up. This is like a Nintendo Power, but more of a labor of love than Nintendo Power ever put into anything they publicated. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm getting it. And they had several. I would want the Friday the 13th one, but it would be cheating because I totally need it or would really, really help. Fester's Quest, as I talked to the guy, he said, there's really only 1 or 2 things you need to know to beat the game. So I was like, alright, you know, Pumpkin Bird, I'm going for it. I wanted to support him. He was a cool guy. I bought one, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy 2 and give 1 away. And maybe it'll send some business his way. Thumbnail. So, Josh, thanks for the brew. Get ready for the Christmas episode. It's coming. It'll be in a timely manner. It'll be after Christmas because I can't film it till after Christmas because I can't talk about what happened at Christmas until it happens. So I'm telling you now, it's going to be after Christmas. But we're going to eat Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes. That's for sure. And drink some bourbon. So thanks for watching, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, keep it retro.